So I remember in November I told you guys the story of my first date and how that went, and I was always supposed to tell you guys the story of my second date, but I never got around to it. So right here, right now, I will tell you guys the story of my second date and how that went, and if you guys haven't heard the story of my first date, I'll put the link down in the description so you guys can go check that out. So this took place December 2nd or December 6th of 2014. I don't really remember the date, I just know it was in December. Okay, so my ex lived with this guy, but he didn't have keys to the house. So the roommate left and my ex was locked out. So me, my dad, and my little brother decided to go pick him up and get something to eat because who knows when the roommate was coming back. It was pretty much just an excuse to see my ex, pretty much. So we're trying to figure out where he is because he wasn't at the house. So I think he was like in a McDonald's parking lot or something, but my dad couldn't figure out which one he was at because there was like two of them. And everybody's just getting annoyed because my dad's like, stop walking, we will find you, and my ex is like, let me walk to you, and it was just like, ugh. So after like 5 minutes of driving around, we finally find him, finally. Okay, so he got in the truck, and at that point I didn't even care that my dad and my little brother were with me. We started kissing, and let me tell you a little something. My mouth is really small, his mouth is really big. You can only imagine what that kiss looked like. But at that point, I didn't care. It was perfect. And so after the kiss, he's trying to get on my little brother's good side, you know, talking about checks and stuff because he thought my little brother would like that. Well, my little brother notices the cowboy work boots that he has on. My ex goes, yeah, I walked 120 miles in these boots. Which he did. That's not the thing that got me. What got me is this dude throws his leg up on the center console, rolls up his jeans, and says, look at all the muscles that I got from walking 120 miles. And so like, all of us are just staring at his leg on the center console. And my little brother goes, your legs are just fat. And I'm looking at his legs like, get your damn leg off the center console right now, please. And so then he proceeds to show us all the cuts and bruises he got from falling off his bike because dogs were chasing it. Then somehow we got on the debate on whether him or my little brother was stronger. My little brother won that one. And then somehow in the midst of all that, my ex looks over, sees my arms, and goes, you have really hairy arms. So it takes me a little while to process that just came out of his mouth. I look to him and say, I should slap you. He turns his face towards me and says, go ahead, I bet you won't. My little brother's in the front seat. My little brother turns around to look back at us and says, I will. You don't know how much I wish my little brother would have slapped him. No, better yet, you don't know how much I wish I would have slapped him. But I didn't, and as time went on, I didn't really care anymore, kind of forgot about it, and I got over it. Well, we were bringing him home, and we were going to go home. Well, he's eating, and I'm trying to kiss him goodbye. So, like, I'm waiting for him to finish chewing, but as soon as he was done chewing, he shoved another bite in his mouth. So, like, I'm staring at him like, okay, could you stop eating for a second so I can kiss you? And so, you know how, like, a guy will, like, put both his hands on the girl's face and then kiss her? Well, like, that's what happened, but, like, I was the one with my hands on his face. I don't know, I was trying to be romantic. I was trying to be sexy, you know? So he gets out the truck, and we're not even halfway down the road when his roommate comes home. And his roommate knows that it's us, so he's following us. And I'm telling my dad, go, go, go. You know, I knew it was going to be drama. My dad doesn't listen, he stops. Well, the roommate comes up to us and says, come back to the house, come back to the house. So my dad goes back to the house, and the roommate is just pissed that I don't even know what. And so me and my ex are looking at each other like, no, oh my god, no, not now, no, you know? And so, like, the main reason why the roommate was pissed was because I was trying to give my ex money. And the thing is, he was here in my hometown, he was broke, and I feel like it was my responsibility because it was pretty much my fault that he was down here, you know? It wasn't like I was trying to give him $1,000. I was trying to give him like 40 bucks just to make sure he had food and stuff, you know, money for food. But the roommate's like, oh, he's a man, he should be supporting you, not the other way around. And it was a lot of built up emotions coming out of all of us because this had been building up for weeks. So, like, the roommate is yelling at my ex is yelling at the roommate, I'm yelling at everybody, you know, and like my dad and my little brother really didn't know what was going on. And it was getting really heated. And one thing that I remember is there was this little old lady outside, like messing in her garden or something, and like she was just hearing all of it, and I'm like, oh, that poor little old lady, like I don't want to argue in front of the little old lady. So it was a good 5 minutes that we were all arguing with each other. And the thing is, I appreciate what the roommate did for my ex, you know. He let him stay at his house. He didn't have to do that. He was a very good person for that. But like, I feel like me and my ex may have put our business out there a little too much, and the roommate may have been in our business a little too much. But like, I feel like that fight could have been prevented. You know, it shouldn't have happened, basically. But after a while, we all started to calm down and actually listen to each other and understand each other. And the thing is, I could have left at any time. You know, I didn't have to live with them. I didn't have to deal with that. But you know, my ex and the roommate lived together, so it was good that we all kind of started calming down and like started solving the problem and understanding each other, because if we didn't, you know, I wouldn't have to hear it, but my ex did and the roommate did. So yeah, that was my second date. There was no dates after that. I think maybe like a week after that, that's when me and my ex broke up. We'll tell that story some other day of how me and my ex broke up. But so yeah, that's my second date story. If you guys enjoyed the story, please give it a thumbs up and leave me a comment down below. Actually, I want to hear you guys' first dates and second date stories, so if you want to tell me your story in the comments down below, I would love that. I want to see if any of you guys' stories top mine, you know. And be sure to check the description and watch the first date story. I will see you guys next time for another story time. Bye.